K-pop한테 오빠 고맙다고 해야겠다. I should say thank you to K-pop. Hi guys,
I'm Jilly.
I'm Jun.
And today we're going to talk about who we are and how we met.
Yay!
This is a question we get asked by everyone. So let's talk about it.
So, Jilly, who are you?
My name's Jilly. I was born in Maryland in the US. I lived there for pretty much my whole life up until I was about 20 years old, 2021. And yeah, that's pretty much my life. I had a regular life. I went to school. Nothing special. What about you, honey?
오빠는 그냥 한국 사람이지. 저는 준이라고 하고요. 한국 이름은 박준일. 그 다음에 진리랑 똑같이 뭐 30살까지 한국에서 뭐 27까지 한국에서 이제 직장 생활하고 학교 나오고 그러고 있다가 이제 미국을 가서 미국에 이제 어학연수를 1년 정도 갔다가 여기 있는 진리를 만나서 다시 한국에 와서 이제 회사 생활하고 그러고 있다가 이제 미국에 이민을 오게 된 케이스입니다.
So let's talk about it. How did we meet? Where did we meet? We met at a language exchange in Maryland. So it was a kind of study group. You can go and learn Korean if you're born in the US and you want to study Korean. Or if you're a native Korean speaker or Korean American or just want to learn English, you can go there as well and we can help each other learn both languages. What was your first impression of me?
진리 첫인상은 좀 진리가 되게 수줍어하고 되게 그 다음에 이제 좀 숫기가 없는 그런 이제 표정을 갖고 있어서 약간 좀 어색했죠 처음에. 저도 이제 뭐 미국에서 사람 이렇게 원어민을 만나고 그런 게 익숙한 상황이 아니어서 만났을 때 좀 많이 좀 어색했어요 사실은.
Yeah, I was and still is a very awkward person. So especially back then when I was younger, eye contact was very difficult for me to everyone. So he thought that I didn't like him because when we talked, I always looked down or looked somewhere else. I never looked at him. The reality was I just thought he is really handsome. So I was too shy and scared to look at his eyes.
So Jilly, what was your first impression of me at the time?
So at the time, I was just really shocked and I thought it was super cool to meet a native Korean person because most of the people I've met in Maryland were Korean American, so they could speak Korean too, but they were more comfortable to speak English. But with Jun, he was more comfortable to speak Korean and he was learning English. And at the time, I was really interested to learn about Korean culture. And because he's native Korean, he grew up in Korea. I thought, oh, that's so cool. I can learn a lot about his life and he can learn a lot about American life. So honey, what inspired you to come over to our group and learn English?
오빠가 이제 미국에서 이제 여러분 유학하시는 분들 이제 뭐 ELS 하시는 분들 공부 많이 하시죠. 근데 이제 원어민이랑 이야기할 수 있는 기회가 선생님 말고는 되게 좀 제한적이에요. 왜냐면 이제 거기 있는 반 학생들 친구들은 이제 다 다른 나라에서 온 친구들이라서 물론 그 친구가 얘기하는 거 좋지만 항상 마음속에는 내가 원어민이랑 한번 대화해봤으면 어떨까? 진짜 미국 사람이랑 대화할 수 있을까? 이런 게 항상 머릿속에 있거든요. 그래서 이제 그러던 중에 이제 저희 반 선생님 중 한 분이 이 사이트를 가서 너가 관심 있는 그런 클럽을 찾아서 한번 참여를 해봐라. 그러면 거기에 미국 사람들이 있고 그 미국 사람들과 이제 같이 소통하면서 영어를 배울 수 있을 것 같다. 라고 해서 제가 이제 코리안 잉글리시 익스체인지를 이제 찾은 거죠. 그런 카페를 찾아가지고 이제 가서 이제 사람들 만나고 너무 좋은 사람들 만나서 같이 영어도 배우고 제가 한국말도 좀 가르쳐 줄 수 있었던 기회를 얻고 싶었고 또 그런 기회를 얻어서 또 진리를 또 만나게 된 거였죠.
So around that time, I was really nervous because I really wanted to ask for his phone number. But I was so awkward and shy. I didn't know how to naturally bring it up. Luckily, one day, there was one guy at the study group who said, hey guys, let's all exchange our KakaoTalk IDs, which I had, thankfully. So I was like, yes. So we were all able to exchange our IDs, and then we started texting. So a little bit after that, me and Jun had our first date. It wasn't official yet. We weren't boyfriend and girlfriend yet. But do you remember where we went?
The hibachi?
Yeah, kind of hibachi restaurant, Sakura.
맞아.
I was really happy because he agreed to meet with me. Just only the two of us. So I thought, oh, it's really good. It makes me happy. Yep, so we had lunch there and then we went to the mall, shopping mall.
맞아.
And we just took a stroll around the mall and talked a lot. And then we went back to my car and talked some more. And then we ended up holding hands. And then after we said goodbye and he went back home and I went back home, I was actually scared because I thought, oh, what if he felt uncomfortable? But I think that night, I think you texted me like, you know, did you get home okay? Or, you know, have a good night. So I thought, okay, more good sign. And so about a week later, we met again for another date. Anybody who lives in Maryland, maybe you've heard of the Savage Mill. It's a historical landmark. So we went there, and at the Savage Mill, there's a little...
creek.
Like a creek, yeah. And so when we were walking down the little trail next to the creek, what happened, Jun?
There was a big event, I think. So I told her a kind of lie that the length of forearm from here to here is the exactly same length of your ear to ear. So I prepared this handkerchief. So I walk up to her and say, hey, Jilly, show me your forearm, please. And she did like this. So I measured her, I explained, what I'm gonna do, and I, measured her forearm like this. And I said, now I'm gonna measure your, ear to ear. So I covered her eyes like that. And then...
I was thinking, wait a minute. Yeah, so that was good. You got me.
Yep.
You got me good.
Got you.
I did not expect anything. So about a month later, we were sitting and talking in my car, and suddenly Jun got very quiet. He said, will you be my beautiful girlfriend?
Oh, okay.
And I said, yes. Obviously. Yeah, everything was going great between us, and then I got really sad one day because Jun told me that he's planning to move back to Korea because he said he's ready to go back. And I cried a lot.
맞아.
I cried a lot. I was very moody. I was very down for a while after he told me that. I really didn't want him to go back. I didn't want to be apart from him.
맞아.
So we got an idea. I asked him if he would consider me like traveling there with him, because number one, I didn't want to be apart from him, and number two, I had always wanted to travel to Korea for a long time.
맞아. 왜 한국 거 좋아하게 됐는지 얘기해드려.
솔직히 말할까요?
진리 솔직하게 왜 한국 거 좋아하게 됐고 한국말 배웠고 그렇게 됐는지 알려줘.
So honestly, the main reason why I became interested in studying Korean was because of K-pop. Yeah.
K-pop한테 오빠 고맙다고 해야겠다. I should say thank you to K-pop.
Then maybe we never would have met.
맞아, 맞아.
So you have to be grateful. So then we lived in Korea. We lived in Seoul for about 3 years.
그렇지, 그렇지.
So now we're living in New Jersey.
예.
We love New Jersey. Okay, so that's our story. If you guys have any questions about what we've talked about, or if you want us to recommend anything, I know some really nice cafes and restaurants in Seoul.
The Mexican restaurant in Bucheon.
Yeah, right. And especially if you're living in Korea now and you are looking for recommendations, let us know. We'll let you know. Okay, so that's about it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye. 감사합니다.